Welcome to Peptide-proof, your source for rigorous, independent, evidence-based peptide intelligence. Peptide skincare is exploding in 2026. Is this the next beauty revolution? Let's dive right into the data and find out. The title on this really says it all. 2026 marks the definitive moment peptide therapy officially transitions from a niche professional segment right into an absolute mainstream market force. Based on recent industry reporting, we are seeing a massive shift from specialized dermatological use straight into our daily skincare routines, and it's happening across literally every price point.
To understand the sheer scale of this shift, you just have to look at the data. We're talking about a 281% year-over-year surge in Google search volume. I mean, this isn't just clever industry marketing or hype. This is a massive consumer explosion. Shoppers are actively hunting for these ingredients.
And that search intent, it translates aggressively across the broader social landscape. We just saw Google, but look at TikTok. That's a staggering 459% growth in volume. Instagram mentions are up 412%. Meanwhile, market research firm State is projecting an additional 33% baseline growth over the next 12 months. Peptides are moving way past the trend phase here. They are becoming a core staple of the market. So what exactly caused this sudden shift in consumer understanding? Well, pre-2020, the market really struggled to communicate this complex science. Enter haircare brand K18. They created these accessible, easy-to-understand frameworks to explain exactly how their peptide formulas worked. Essentially, they acted as a market translator. This massive educational success built consumer fluency, which ultimately culminated in major market validation when Unilever acquired K18 for over $1 billion in 2023.
The crucial point here is summed up perfectly by YSA Beauty's innovation advisor, Lauren Lucree. He noted, until K18 appeared, people didn't say, oh, peptides, because K18 did an incredible job educating the consumer. That baseline foundation in hair care directly paved the way for the massive skincare boom we are analyzing today. And that brings us to what we're mapping out as the second wave.
Beyond the headlines.
Into the research. Peptide-proof.
Wave 1, back in 2023, was driven by niche education. It was led by indie brands focusing on early adopters. But Wave 2, here in 2026, has reached total mainstream ubiquity. The market is now dominated by clinical and mass market giants like Cetaphil, Neutrogena, and SkinCeuticals. Today's consumers are highly educated, and they're demanding diverse delivery systems along with highly specific molecule targeting. To see this rapid consumer adoption in action, let's look at a concrete retail case study. Take YSC Beauty's Extreme Glow Dewy Peptide Plumping Serum, priced at $68. Founders Molly Sims and Lauren Lucree launched this in March 2026 after they identified a highly specific, locked-in compound at a New York convention. It's a precise blend of tripeptide 1, hexapeptide 9, and hyaluronic acid. The retail results for that launch were honestly incredible. Not only did they see record-breaking first-day sales and completely sell out on Sephora.com, but they actually beat their 4-week unit forecast by a full 10%. Consumers are actively pulling out their wallets for well-formulated, transparent peptide products. It's that simple. Now, behind the scenes, brands are facing a major strategic choice. On the left, we have direct, off-the-shelf licensing from suppliers. It offers fast deployment and a low capital barrier to entry, but it really lacks exclusivity. Then on the right, we have proprietary molecules that require bespoke R&D. Take OneSkin, for example. Founded by 4 PhDs, they spent millions developing OS01, which is a proprietary molecule designed to specifically target senescent zombie cells. It took multi-year development, sure, but it yielded an impenetrable market moat. OneSkin's chief science officer, Dr. Alessandra Zonari, explained this strategy perfectly. She said, "We spent millions of dollars going that route, but if you find it, the reward is extremely high. You have something unique and proven effective." That is exactly why certain brands are willing to invest millions into proprietary R&D. It grants them an absolute monopoly on their specific efficacy claims. Moving beyond facial skincare, we're tracking a massive structural trend right now, which is cross-category expansion. Peptides are physically migrating across the body. Body care is taking off, with products like Aeron's $89.99 firming butt essence pushing collagen and peptides further down the body. And traditional lip balms, they're being actively replaced by targeted treatments, like Pharmacy's $22 lemon mint peptide lip smoothie. But perhaps the most fascinating expansion is happening in the hair and scalp sector. Get this, there have been 2.5 million Amazon searches for hair growth supplements over the past year alone. This unprecedented surge is largely being driven by consumers seeking to counteract the hair loss side effects associated with popular GLP-1 weight loss medications. This is creating a massive new subcategory for peptide applications. Now, with all these applications flooding the market, it is absolutely vital to actually understand what you're buying, because peptides are not all the same. There are 4 main functional families you really need to know. First, signal peptides act as messengers to trigger collagen production. Then, carrier peptides deliver trace minerals like copper deep into the skin for healing. You also have neurotransmitter inhibitors like arginine, which soften muscle contractions to reduce expression lines. And finally, enzyme inhibitors, which slow down the natural breakdown of your existing collagen.
And we know consumers are navigating this successfully because of the hard financial validation we're seeing in corporate earnings. Just look at Kenvue. They recently reported a 5.1% Q2 sales growth for their beauty sector. Their earnings reports explicitly confirmed that this growth was driven by the strong performance of peptide-integrated lines within their Neutrogena and OGX portfolios. We have officially transitioned from just a fun ingredient story to a hard financial reality. With peptides now driving billions in acquisitions and fundamentally changing consumer behavior, the only question left is, which brand will secure the next proprietary breakthrough? That's all for this episode. Like and comment Peptide to receive our materials. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.